send me swinging. Oh, you send me swinging. All right, again, have and have not fans, let me know if you can see the screen and hear me okay. And we are talking about the haves and the have-nots. So the Parkers, just to warm things up, but this time around we're going full force. We're going to be talking about just, thinking out loud what to expect the rest of this season, kind of based off the trailer we got on Tuesday night. So really this is going to be a contribution kind of live stream where I need you all to spit out ideas of what you think will happen, but of course I'll put my own 2 cents in there as well. Hey Kaleem, how's it going? Hey Melvin, how's it going? Hey Cheryl. Yeah, the haves and have-nots are indeed awesome. Indeed awesome. The cop is, but he should says he's, yeah, he's really not coming out of the closet when he should. Oh, 89 people. Wow. Okay, so hey Melvin, yeah, I'm doing all right, doing all right. So to everybody tuning in, this is just a live stream where we're just going to be thinking out loud. What do you think we can expect? What do you think we'll see in the back half of this particular season? I feel like I speak for everybody, and again I say everybody based off social media when I say that the preview for the upcoming back half of the season looked way more satisfying than the quote-unquote finale we got on Tuesday night. Kenneth, I definitely agree. There are going to be some deaths. In some ways, I almost compare the haves and the have-nots, at least what's coming up, to Avengers Infinity War, because in that movie they said there's going to be some deaths, and I mean these people will die permanently, like they're not coming back. So with the haves and the have-nots, even the narrator said it's not who will die, it's how many will die. Cop. Yeah, Justin is literally the way Jeffrey was back in like season 1, where Candace was accusing him of being gay, but he wouldn't say, he's like, I'm not gay. It's like when he tried to pay Candace to be his date to the campaign announcement of David and Jim, and there are various other scenes. Danny, I think there will become some kind of explosion. Yeah, that video is something I'm actually working on probably over the next week, because I'm trying to figure out what Veronica has going. I don't think that catching a house on fire is enough for her. She's probably going to set off some kind of bomb or something, because that was a loud bang. I didn't think that was like a gunshot. That literally sounded like an explosive. Literally like an explosive. Yeah, I agree that David and Erica are a cute couple, and it would not surprise me in the least if by some way, shape, or form Erica does come around to actually fall for David and stay with him, as opposed to screw him out of all his money. Justin is giving up everything for Jeffrey, but I don't think he will. Well, Kenneth Bates, again, this, keep in mind, this is just pure speculation. Nothing is set in stone. So when I say based off of, or I'm really only going off the trailer here, it looks like his marriage is finally falling apart. Like his wife is handing back her wedding ring, and it does look like she's actually pregnant based off her picture. I mean, the scene where she's handing it back. Then it looks like he's called into his boss's office, and he shows him the video of Jeffrey and Justin in the hotel room. So it looks like his job might be in jeopardy as well. So it looks like Justin's life is falling apart. So when he told Jeffrey, "I gave up everything for you," he meant it. But to be fair to Jeffrey, he didn't ask for any of it. Yeah, Kaleem, Jeffrey knows he likes Justin. I mean, the way he talks to David, it's really hard to decipher what Jeffrey's talking about or what he means and feels because he's always stuttering. So when he was talking about you know, I don't know. I mean, I can help him. Yeah, Kenneth, Jeffrey did not make Justin do anything. He didn't make Justin sleep with him. He didn't make Justin sabotage his mom. I mean, there are just so many things that Justin has done, but it was his choice. Jeffrey, hey, Kavan, how's it going? Thanks for joining. But the way he entertains Justin makes me wonder. Well, keep in mind that originally Candace was the one that told Jeffrey to kind of seduce Justin to make him do what he wants. But the mistake Jeffrey made was told him too much information about himself, because originally he was supposed to seduce Justin in order to, you know, help him out with the whole Quincy Maxwell thing to get him off the case. But then along the way, Justin might have felt sorry for him. And it's like, you know what? I think I like this guy. He's just ridiculous. Yeah, I definitely don't think that Jim is going to smash in, Wyatt is going to smash in Jim's head just based off scenes we've already seen in the preview. Because it looks like Wyatt's going to come back to his place high, sees his parents there and attacks them. But then later on, we see Jim go to the Iron Bone bar and sees Wyatt there. So Wyatt is not going to kill his parents in that scene, but there's definitely going to be some violence there. They had sexual relation to change everything. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel like that definitely helped Justin come out of the closet further, but not all the way. Denise, good info. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's all about theorizing here. I wonder why he decided to hit Catherine. Well, it looks like Wyatt is definitely high, and we don't even know if he knows that Jim had all of his money taken away. So he's probably going off the deep end because he already hates his parents to begin with. So it would be kind of funny if Quincy came back to life. Funny. I mean, would it be interesting? Yes, but way unbelievable. I mean, the guy was buried underground, stabbed, and all that stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't want it. Yeah, not just Benny and Melissa, but I think Benny is going to go on the deep end because he has two psycho women who are into him now, and I feel like Benny is literally just putting himself in such a dangerous position because I theorized in my video that maybe Veronica is going to try to put the moves on Derek because after finding out that Benny and Melissa are going on behind her back, she's done with Benny. Again, I'm just theorizing here. Sorry, just adjusting my chair here. Yeah, plus Benny, plus he has that money. Yeah, the $45,000. I wonder what that scene is about where it looks like he's at the Malone bar, the Iron Bar, and it looks like a guy's pulling out a gun on him. Like I said in the video, maybe he's trying to return the money. Who knows? Because he hasn't even went to buy the truck yet. I mean, he has the money, but he hasn't done anything in regards to buying the truck, which confuses me. Benny likes her. It's obvious. Are you referring to Melissa or Veronica? Yeah, Mitch warned him. And in the preview, he's like, I warned you not to do this, not to get into this mess. But, I mean, here's my thing. And again, I'm just being, kind of honest here. I hope that the rest of the season lives up to the hype that this preview has brought us. I feel like it has a lot of ground to cover, given the fact that the first 10 episodes were not that good. I hope that, you know, if they have to re-edit episodes and cut stuff out, they do it well. Because when they say finale or a big time episode, I mean, the narrator said this is a can't miss a single episode kind of season. They better not build it. I feel like things will go badly if they build up the hype this much, only to let us down in the end. Only to let us down in the end. Yeah, Benny should have definitely listened to Hannah. I mean, I'd rather Benny listen to Hannah. That way we don't have to listen to her talk about the same thing over and over again. Oh, Melissa. Yeah. I mean, I like Melissa. Shoot. Come on now. But there are just so many things we need to uncover. Is Melissa really pregnant? What will happen with Benny and the Malone money? Will we ever see these characters in court for like the trial of Jennifer Salison? The death of Quincy Maxwell? Will, you know, what about Gia? Is she actually an undercover vice? What about Charles showing back up into the picture? And of course, some of the characters I would love to see will be Veronica's mother, as well as the guy with the lion tattoo. Like, I'm just going to call him the guy with the lion tattoo. I'm not even going to say if it's Derek or anybody. I'm just going to say, I hope the guy with the lion tattoo shows up. Kenneth, I hope so. I really hope they uncover questions from way back in earlier seasons. Colleen, yeah, she is fine. She is like too fine. Hannah and Candace will be caught up in a situation where they have to coexist. I would love to see that, where they literally have no other choice but to work together. Kind of like Veronica and Candace, by the way. Yeah. I feel like yes, because I think some of the dots will finally connect. I mean, I agree. I just hope that we actually get some delivery. But something tells me that maybe this season will actually be very good because, number one, we only got 10 episodes. So I'm guessing we'll have more in the back half of the season, given the fact that it's returning May 1st instead of middle of June. And secondly, maybe they did it on purpose where they gave us 10 lackluster episodes to make the back half of the season that much better. Would you mess with Melissa if you were in? Heck yeah. I'm not going to lie. I mean, look, Erica and Mitch hooked up in real life. Candace and Justin hooked up in real life. So why couldn't I hook up with Melissa in real life? I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's fair. Plus, all those couples are interracial, so I feel like this would be black. But I think Melissa is actually from she's Jamaican or something. I think I saw her in another TV show and I looked her info. I think she's from like an island somewhere. I like that. Melissa's going to get pregnant. That would be very interesting. I would love to see how that plays out because let's say if that's the case and, you know, Veronica is done with Benny and, you know, maybe she harbors or still thinks that Melissa's pregnant with Jeffrey's baby. We'll have to see. Are they together in real life for real? Yep, as far as I know. I follow all of them on Instagram and social media, and they're together. David tries one last time to get to Veronica about their son, and I don't know if that's going to happen. I feel like these characters should be written so they don't even try to get through to Veronica anymore because I feel like they've given Veronica chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, and at some point you just need to throw your hands up and move on. So yeah, I feel like at this point if Veronica wants to accept her son, then she needs to do it herself. Peter Pan on a pair of ice skates. Do they watch their own TV shows? I mean, sometimes they like, you know, tweet themselves or Snapchat themselves watching the shows too. So to my knowledge, they watch their own shows. Oh wow! I need Jim Cryer to die. He shouldn't have any reason to be spared. Jim would probably give up on Wyatt and his addiction. I don't think so because it's their last living child left. So I feel like they'll do whatever it took, even if their child wants to kill him. Who do you expect to die this season? That is very, very interesting. I can't tell you who do I expect to die because literally, if you rewatch that trailer, which I'm sure a lot of you have watched it many times, it looks like there are it almost looks like anybody could go at this point. Like, I'm not trying to cop out with an answer like that, but you know, it looks like even in the picture on the screen, you see Justin with a gun to his head and Jeffrey's head, meaning that he probably means business. Maybe he's like going off the deep end, like, you know, my life is falling apart because of you. Or, you know what, if we get together, we're together forever. If you ever try to screw me over, or if I see you with that Wyatt guy or whatever, I'm going to shoot to both of us. So I feel like Justin, if I were to name 3 characters I think would die or on the chopping block, I would say Justin, Erica, and possibly Benny. I possibly say Benny. I mean, there are other characters who I feel might be on the chopping block as well, but if there were a top 3, it would be Benny. Hey, Cassandra. It would be Benny, Melissa, and Erica. Oh, I'm sorry. Benny, Erica, Justin. I'm going to throw Melissa in there as well. Man, why do you want Melissa to die? I love this new version of Melissa. At least she's fun to watch on screen. Justin is just way too obsessive. Erica, at this point, I mean, I literally do not see why she's on the show. Why Erica? She's so pretty. I mean, she literally has nothing to offer to the show right now because unless her character changes around for the better, like she decides not to screw over David in terms of like stealing his money, then I would gladly accept her. But if she's just going to continue on this path of being Candace's pawn without any kind of character growth, then why is she on the show to begin with? Because I feel like she should have died in the Malone and Warlock shootout. I don't think Benny's going to die as main character. That's true, but I mean, it looks like a lot of these main characters are definitely on the chopping block. You got Jeffrey with the gun to his head. Benny has a gun pointed at him. Uh, Wyatt looks like he wants to kill his parents. I ain't gonna lie, it wouldn't surprise me if Wyatt died this season, to be honest. I mean, based off everything, it would not surprise me in the least. Hannah will probably be the last one standing. I don't think Hannah's going to die at any point. Why Melissa? She did nothing. No, Veronica, I feel like Veronica will get rid of Melissa if it turns out she's not pregnant. That's the only way I can see her die. Or in a response to seeing her on top of Benny. What if Erica gets pregnant by David? Oh, that would be interesting. I would like, that's a good twist. I like that one. I like that one. I mean, I don't know where the story will go from there. Because what? Not only will David be pregnant, well, Erica be pregnant by David, but then she's living in her dream house. I mean, Veronica's dream house. I think Benny's going to fight David. I don't think so, unless, you know, she decides to, if David decides to prosecute him, but I don't think so. I feel like because I think because David is going to get Jeffrey out on bail, he won't deal with Benny unless, you know, he gets up in his face again. Yeah, I feel the same way. Wyatt will probably owe the Malones money and Jim has to bail him out. And he's not going to stay clean unless he gets help. Benny will beat David again. Well, Benny didn't even beat him up the first time Mitch got involved and broke him up. And even if you talk about the first time they were in David's office, Landon walked in and broke up that fight. Yeah, remember that Jim said that Wyatt will come crawling back, so I do think that will happen. Why? I like to see. Yeah, I would love to see Wyatt and Benny confront each other. Yeah, this video is more of a what can we expect as opposed to what I actually want to see. So in that video, I'll definitely go into more detail. By the end of this series, would the only two... Yeah, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Candace and Jim, and then Veronica and Hannah. Yeah, I still wonder what kind of confrontation that would be like for Wyatt and Benny to actually interact with each other. I mean, I feel like if anything, I expect Veronica to beat Melissa. Well, I mean, when she fought Erica, I mean, that really didn't go anywhere, so. I think Veronica could beat up Melissa. I agree. I definitely agree. I would like for Candace to get her act. But here's my problem with that. If Candace and Charles end up together, what kind of message is that sending? Is like, if you're a whore, you can go from street level crime to the White House. I'm not saying that hasn't happened before, don't get me wrong, but to actually see that play out in front of us on every Tuesday night, I really don't know where they're going with that. Yeah, Veronica and Quita, that would be interesting. You should do a top. Oh yeah, Daquan, I actually have a full list of videos I'm doing between now and May 1st and the top 10 characters to die. Guys, I just want to urge you that this channel is still going to be going on during the break, as you can already tell, because I've posted about 7 or 8 videos since the actual finale on Tuesday. So this channel isn't going anywhere. This is my job. YouTube is what I do, so there will be more videos on the way. Candace is going to try to blackmail Charles to get his power. I don't care what anybody says. They can end up together if you want to, but yeah. Justin wearing something other than his cop uniform. I mean, for all we know, that black shirt could be what he wears underneath his button up. So, but yeah, it is interesting to see things different. Top 10 characters who might die. My gosh, so many to think about. I do feel like Wyatt is going off the deep end. Like, he's going to be either put into rehab or killed off. I don't see it going any other way aside from that. Yeah, that's right. Charles already knows that she will blackmail him. And as he said, I trust you as long as I hold the power. But my problem with that is I think that if Candace actually becomes Charles's first lady, and she sees an opening, she will go for that and obtain the power. That's how she is. She isn't content with a quaint life being the first lady. No matter what kind of money and power that comes with it, she wants the top dog seat. Yeah, Landon will get into just continue to be in between them. So I really don't think that relationship will work out because Landon's in the way. Because when you think about it, Maggie Day had a hand in separating Veronica and David. Landon likes Charles, but I feel like that's one of the worst plot lines in the show right now. Well, according to the trailer, Hannah somehow finds out about Candace's schemes that she's working on right now, and then throws that picture in her face in terms of your baby died because of the scams and whatnot you're doing, and that's pretty much just to throw it in her face. Yeah, to remind her. Yeah, to remind her, pretty much, you know what? You're still conning people and cheating people, and because of that, that's why your baby died. So, All that is Candace's fault, not yeah, definitely. Landon, yeah. I mean, there's no. I mean, honestly, they should do like a couple of episodes, like showing Maggie Day and Landon as well as all these other political people. It looks like they throw themselves at pretty much every candidate they work with. Yeah, I would love for that preacher to come back, the one that was in season 2, the one that was also in that march to find the guy that killed little Lizzie and whatnot. Man, if Candace became, I even did a video, what if Candace became first lady? I might have to do another part of that. These characters will go off the deep end, because can you imagine if they saw Candace Young in the White House? Why did Maggie have to die? I agree. I don't like the way Maggie died, because she was definitely out of character by making dumb mistakes. I hope Broderick needs to come back. So I don't. I hate how, again, maybe they tease this character, so in this back half, the fact that he wasn't in the trailer was also suspicious. They never developed the backstory of Landon being married. Whoa, what? They never developed the backstory of Landon being married to Maggie Day either. Clayton, could you tell me when they mentioned that? I don't think I ever caught that. Maggie was sweet to David. Even Jeffrey said, I like seeing you with Maggie, Dad, because you're happy. I think the two of you should be together. Yeah, and again, Maggie was a character that was only supposed to be in 2 and 3 episodes, but then she became a series regular. She actually said that in her interview. I think Wyatt might die this season. I really do. I do like that his character is becoming like Melissa, in the sense that he's becoming a new character. I mean, yeah, it's still the same thing with him being high, but they're adding a new level of suspense and drama, and I like that. I really like that. Yeah, I've done so many videos talking about Sarita, Derek being the guy with the lion tattoo. I don't even want to talk about that anymore, at least for now. Wyatt's sister, I'm trying to figure out how she died. Until they bring up the gun thing again, I don't even want to talk about Amanda anymore, because, again, I've done so many videos after the DA said something about the bullets. I feel like there are some topics I definitely have blacklisted until we actually get more information about it. Before she died, Maggie alluded to the fact that they were married. I got to go back and watch that. I don't remember. But Clayton, here's a good question for you, and I even did a video on this. Do you think David knocked up Maggie Day? Because remember, after those two had sex the next morning, David was like, do you want me to go get you the pill? What is it, like the morning after pill? That way she doesn't get pregnant. And then Maggie was like, oh, no, I'll get it myself. In my mind, I thought that Maggie never got the pill just so she can have a baby by David, because remember, David was pissed off after he found out that Maggie put the picture in the paper with Benny and Veronica, and he wasn't even on speaking terms with her. So I imagine if she was pregnant, that would be her way to get back into David's life. That's my theory, but she got killed also, we will never know. I didn't get tired of Jennifer Salison. I feel like the only reason I wanted her on the show was to get more information about her investigation into Amanda's death. That was one of the main reasons I wanted her around. Dominique, late every time, but don't worry, you can go back and watch it. This video is just theorizing about what we can expect during the back half of the season, so no big deal here. David couldn't knock up the Octomom. Oh, come on. I don't want Wyatt to die because I don't want to see him. Yeah, Jim and Catherine will be like a hot mess. They'll be a hot mess. I feel like Jim will feel more guilty than anything else, because he's the one that keeps saying he'll handle it, but look how things are turning out. Especially if Candace, with the account numbers, intercepts the inheritance money that's supposed to go into Jim's account. That will really mess things up then, because Wyatt will be broke. Candace will have millions of dollars from the criers again, and Catherine's just going to go off. I saw Derek on Instagram, and he has a tattoo, but I can't tell what it is. Well, Yeah, I need to go back and check. I didn't even know Jeffrey had a tattoo on his back. You can see it briefly where it looks like him and Justin are making out on the couch in the trailer. Yeah, Dominique. Yeah, the fact that Wyatt's going to hit his mom has me torn up. I mean, I'm not even prepared to see that scene. Cassandra, that's why I wish Anna was still on the show, because she was helping Wyatt out, and I wanted to see him turn his life around, become a firefighter, and do good. Yeah, Anna, she left. She's gone. Like, I don't. She's not coming back. I think she's gone. I don't think Justin and Jeffrey are going to date. I think they're going to be in this very toxic, not even a relationship, just a toxic connection. I don't even know what to call it. I mean, Jeffrey getting involved with Justin is like Benny getting involved with the Malones and Wyatt getting high again. I feel like that's why I picked those three pictures, because there are people around them warning them about what they're doing and why it's wrong. So if Benny, Jeffrey, and Wyatt die, which I doubt, I have no sympathy for them because they got themselves into that situation. Yeah, I know the girl that played Anna is actually pregnant in real life, so I imagine that, she was only there to film a few episodes and then left. Story-wise, it makes sense because, remember, she got involved with the patient, and because of that, she left and isn't coming back. I mean, I felt so bad when Wyatt kicked that guy out of his house, the guy that was supposed to help him out after Anna left. I don't even know if Benny and Melissa are going to date. I feel like dating. I feel like they. I mean, can you really date after having sex multiple times like that? I mean, I wouldn't know, but. They show how many will die? Nope, not to my knowledge. Trust in me. As soon as I know, I will let you know. I want to see that scene where Veronica. It looks like Benny's doing the funky chicken in that scene because it was moving so fast. Hey, Micah. Yeah, they said, it's not who will die, it's how many. Okay, here's one thing I don't want. If they kill off like 5 people, don't replace them with 5 more people. I feel like they added way too many characters to the cast this season, so they're probably going to thin the horde by killing some. But don't kill 5 and then put 10 more in their place. I don't want that. I feel like that's a big waste of space. Man, I really hope Wyatt didn't do that entire bag of cocaine that he bought from Mitch's uncle, but given the fact that he's that off the rails high, it wouldn't surprise me if he did. Yeah, I don't doubt that Catherine and Veronica will have another scene together. I do not doubt that whatsoever. Yeah, Melissa likes Benny. I mean, but the way she just pushed him down on the couch and started humping him, man, lucky guy. Lucky guy. Who's that new girl this season? Gia. Apparently an escort that's now being pimped off by Candace. With the dress? I mean, I think it's Gia. That's the only one I can think of. I was counting down the bad words. The number was 12. Are you talking about this season? Or, yeah, probably this season. Yeah. I know when they started, what was it, like a season or so ago, they really just started dropping F-bombs and bleeps and everything. I'm just like, well, dang, Tyler. Wyatt should have overdosed again for all that cocaine. I don't know. Maybe he didn't do the whole bag, but I mean, it looks like he's literally raging out on his parents, so he must be hecka high. Hecka high. Gia's okay. She not that pretty. Yeah. I think she all right, but I feel like there are more attractive women on the show. But I do feel like she is attractive, but I don't think she's like my top tier. Maybe it's because of her personality. I feel like there are a lot of characters when I first see them, I don't find them attractive. But once I find out more about their personality character-wise, they grow on me. They grow on me. Melissa will tell Veronica that her and Jeffrey's arrangement will be null and void since she did it with Benny. No, because I don't think that's the case. Veronica ain't hearing that. Man, but for real, that trailer, I can't stop watching. I mean, I'm taking a break from it because I don't want to watch it to the point that I'll get sick of it. But I did have watched it about 20 times already because it was that jam-packed. I'm going to be honest with you, too. Since the show's returning on May 1st, I don't even want another trailer. The one they got is the only one I think they need. Gia's personality is good, but her attitude is bad. I mean, her attitude, the one she showed off to Jim and Catherine to get the money, I don't feel like that was fake, but I don't feel like that was who she really was. I feel like she had to dig deep for it. Yeah, I wonder if Mama Rose and Catherine ever meet. Me and Channel were talking about that. I actually have another video about characters who I want to show up in the back half of the season. Yeah, I don't know who Candace's father is. It might be Derek. He's the #1 suspect, or it might be somebody else. But you can't. There was a video I watched about like script writing and storytelling. There was one particular guy that said when it comes to writing a script or a book, in chapter 2, you can't say there's a gun on a wall without that gun being utilized within chapters 3 or 4. Like, you can't mention something like a gun and then not have it be shot at some point in the story. Same thing with the tattoo. I feel like Tyler Perry really had Hannah emphasize that tattoo so specifically that we will definitely see it in the future. My question is, will we see it in the back half of the season, or will it be like in 2019 when we finally see it and it's like, oh my God, I remember that tattoo? What if Anna got pregnant by Wyatt and then she comes back for the relationship and money? Jim and Catherine's grandparents, that would be cool. I mean, I never thought of Anna as a gold digger, so if that were the reason she came back, I wouldn't want her to, because I did think she was sweet. Is that the apartment that Justin said he bought for him? I don't know. That could be the case, because there's definitely items that do not look like anything we've ever seen before. May 1st, it comes back. I mean, what? After this week, we only have one more week in the month of March, and then the month of April, which is 30 days, and then May 1st. So, guys, May 1st is going to be here before you know it. So, if we look at the 20th of this month, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we only got like 6 weeks from this upcoming Tuesday. So, Gia is going to be under the radar. Jim, who is still suspicious of Candace. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But my question is, if Candace has all of the account numbers and cleans out Jim's bank account, then what would be the point of sending Gia after Jim? That makes no sense. I get the whole revenge thing, but if there's no money, then there's literally nothing that she has to worry about. What if Veronica deals with the Malones? Veronica can't deal with the Malones. I'm sorry, there's nothing she can do. I mean, she can do anything, but I don't think she can mess with the Secret Service or the Malones. I mean, even Jim and David are scared out of their pants by the mention of the word Malones if it's being utilized against them. So, do you think Jeffrey will go back by his mom? I don't know. I feel like Veronica definitely has to make amends, because Jeffrey and David have done everything they could. What if Gia ends up in a relationship with Jim? I wouldn't want that to happen. I mean, let's think about it. Benny and Veronica, Broderick and Catherine, Erica and Jim, Gia and Veronica, Benny, David, Erica, Catherine, Broderick, Jim, and Gia. All those relationships will be an older person with a younger one who's trying to scam them out of their money. What do you think Veronica will hold over Jeffrey's head? I have no idea. I mean, if he gets out on bail, I don't know what she can do. Because he literally doesn't give a damn anymore. I mean, the fact that Jeffrey was like, what, I put a knife in you one time, you want me to do it again? I don't think Oscar's going to die. I feel like he might go back to jail if Jim gets pissed off. Because remember, he told David, do you have any dirt on him? I think I could find a warrant for his arrest, and you put him in jail if he fails. George, Melissa. Yeah, the DA. I mean, the crooked DA. He might get exposed, so. Yeah, Clayton, those are some of the characters on my list as well. Yep. All right, guys, so we're a little over 40 minutes, and trust and believe I will be doing more live streams in the future, but thanks so much for tuning in. And like I said before, this channel is not going anywhere, so stay tuned for more videos, and I'll talk to you.